Tonight on GDS Wedding Week continues with Lori from London Avenue Designs, plus the latest unmasked singer from NSYNC.
Oh, it's a good day, State Line.
Hi and welcome to Good Day State Line. It's Thursday, September 29th. And thanks so much for being here on National Coffee Day. What's your go-to coffee order? We love getting to know you on the Good Day State Line Facebook page, so hit us up right there and let us know what you order every time you go through the drive-thru. We have a huge show for you tonight. We're naming the State Line's best chicken wings on Spirit Day. Lori from London Avenue Designs is here, and the latest unmasked contestant from last night's Masked Singer. You know him from NSYNC. Chris Kirkpatrick is with us tonight too. But before we get to that, it's time for Insta Chat. Every night we're breaking down the latest trending Hollywood stories here. And inside our Instagram story, very sad news last night when we all found out that Coolio died at the age of 59. Reports say Coolio was visiting a friend in LA. He went to the bathroom, did not come back out. His friend called for help after finding Coolio on the floor. So many celebrities posting messages about their friend Coolio on social media. Of course, you can see those now inside the Good Day State Line Instagram story. More not so great news tonight. Yesterday, Katie Couric shared her breast cancer diagnosis. She shared a personal essay with all of us online, sharing that she had a lumpectomy in July and pathology results showed her cancer was stage 1A, which is great, and likely will not return. She's encouraging everyone to please get your annual mammogram. And on a different note tonight, literally, a literal different note, Lizzo had quite an experience in Washington, D.C. Okay, so get this. She was playing at Capital One Arena when she was presented a 220-year-old crystal flute, once owned by former President James Madison. The Library of Congress loaned Lizzo the flute, telling her she's the only person who's ever played it. She described playing it like playing out of a wine glass, adding that she made history twerking and playing James Madison's crystal flute. You know we have that video for you too inside the Good Day State Line Instagram story. Check it out, which is also where you can get all the details on the Hocus Pocus musical headed our way. We've got more celeb fun for you next with Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC after a look at what's happening tomorrow night on Overtime.
The Nick 10 football race is far from settled. We're going to learn a lot this weekend, Reagan.
Yes, we will, because the Boylan Titans will take on the Hononegah Indians in our game of the week. Boylan will take a 4-1 record into Rockton Friday night. The Titans trail Hononegah and Belvedere North by 1 game for the conference lead. Both of those teams are 5-0. The Titans have dominated all of their opponents this season, with the exception of Belvedere North, which they lost to in Week 3. Hononegah keeps finding ways to win. The Indians will still be without head coach Brian Zimmerman. He's dealing with a medical issue.
Another key game in the Nick 10 will have Harlem taking on East. The Huskies are trying to hang in the conference race with a record of 3-2. The Arabs are 2-3, but they have new life now that Javius Catlin is back at running back. The Arabs still have hopes of making the playoffs. They need to win 3 of their final 4 games.
In the Big Northern Conference, Stillman Valley still leads the way.
Cardinals are undefeated. Byron is keeping the pressure on the Cardinals to stay undefeated. Friday night, the Cardinals will have a home game against North Boone.
The Cardinals have blown out their last 4 opponents since squeaking out an overtime win over Byron in Week 1. North Boone's record is only 1-4, but the Vikings are much better than their record indicates. They've only been outscored by 12 points total by their opponents, and whenever Chandler Alderman and Chris Dutch are on the field, the Vikings are dangerous. Also on Overtime, on our Spotlight segment, we'll take a look at the problem the IHSA is facing with a lack of officials. There aren't enough guys in stripes to go around for all the games. The result has been a lot more games moving from Friday nights to Saturdays this season. We'll also catch up with one officiating crew that worked double duty last Friday night.
Join us this Friday night and every Friday night at 11 p.m. on Fox 39 for Overtime.
I know we're looking forward to it. We hope you'll join us.